And good morning. Had to take a day off because I got a bit of sunstroke. I got sunburnt being on top of the roof, fitting the roof racks and the ladder the other day. So took a day off to recover and to do this thing where I digest the next project a little bit to make sure I'm 100% clear on what to do next. And that finds us here today, where I'm going to be fitting the roof light. It's called in America, we call them skylights in Australia. I don't know why, but for me, this was a really important part of this build for me because I love stargazing a lot. And I'll be able to stargaze out of my bed or sitting in my dinette at night. And it's openable, so it breathes air. So it's the perfect solution for me, this one. So what I have is a Dometic Mini Heki roof light I'm going to be installing today, and that's this over here. Make sure you can see that. Yep, this is my template. Okay, so you saw me cut a template for the fan, and this is a different sized template to fit this. This is 15 3/4 inches or 400 millimeters square. So I've done the same thing. I've done the diagonal lines plus the line down the center, and I'll show you how I use that when we get to that. So today we're effectively fitting the top section to the roof, and that's going to require me cutting another hole in my van, which in fact will be the 5th of 7 holes. So I'm over the hump of cutting big holes in my van. And so, as I always like to do, I like to think through the project, and each project I stay very focused on that project for the day. So this is all I'm doing, is this project today. And this project, as they always do, they often have sections. So the first section is going to be cutting the hole in the roof effectively, filing that down and sealing it from rust. And the second section is actually, that's what this is for, is that's a nominal 2x2 that I'm going to build a little frame around that hole, that cut hole, and I'm going to glue that to my ceiling inside the van and clamp that down. Once that's all dry, I am then going to silaflex the actual skylight to the roof top, and then we're going to fit underneath the other part of the roof light inside the van. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So this is what we need. So we have, of course, we've got a drill with screw bits and drill bits. Okay, here. My absolutely trusty jigsaw with a brand new blade in it. I put in a new blade for each project so it cuts like butter. I always have a few things. I always have a tape measure. For some reason I use this in every project. A nice big fat flathead screwdriver. It always comes in handy. Hammer. Today I think I might need that. Metal file. This is to brush metal filings off. Again, I also always have box cutters with me. They're always handy. Rustoleum and a paintbrush. And then we have a lot of gluey things today. So we have PL Premium Loctite to glue the thing to the ceiling. We have Silaflex P2G to attach it to the roof. We have lap sealant to clean it up and make sure things don't leak at the very end. And of course a caulking gun from which to squeeze all of those things out of. I always have gloves protection, earmuffs. This has made cutting into metal a totally different experience for me. So I love these things. I've got really good eye protection that goes over my glasses. Blue tape, which we're going to be showing you how to use. My friendly butyl tape of various sizes. That's going to be also sealing the top from moisture. What else have we got here? Then of course we have the kit itself, which comes with hardware and instructions. And I have of course read the instructions about 5 times. I've watched about 5 YouTube videos on this, and so as per usual I'm very clear on the steps of today's project. I will also put those steps down below in the description box, And as per usual, subscribe if you haven't subscribed over here. And if you ever have any questions, pop it in the comments box and I will endeavor to get to that as soon as I can to respond to you one way or another. Okay, I think we're good to go for today. So wish me luck and I'll see you in the fitting. Bye for now. Hi, I'm Candace. I'm a lover of mountains and meditation and have decided to minimize my life, buy a Sprinter van and convert it into a tiny home on wheels. Having a background in interior design, I'm going to give you my tips, views and experience on design and how to project manage your conversion whilst being a total novice at doing the actual build. Of course, hello. There you can see my preliminary taping, which we can take down now because I'm about to actually mark with a Sharpie the actual template. Here's my template. Okay, so the template is to I'm going to use these lines, this line down the middle. Okay, this is where I'm going to be placing it so I can center it really well on the ceiling here. Okay, and then once I've centered it, I can start marking the perimeter. There we go. It's all marked. And the other line is right up against this little bulkhead joist here. It works. Next thing I do is I drill pilot holes in each corner from underneath so that when I end up on top of the roof, I bring up the template again and I mark it again at the top. If that makes sense, okay? So now I have the square at the bottom from which to drill the corners out. Eye protection, ear protection, hand protection. Four little pilot holes drilled so that I can get up on the roof now. Okay, so we're on the roof. Got the template again with the line down the middle so I can center it. And here we go. Start marking. This is where I'm gonna double check the measurement. Okay, that bit done. So this is when I'm going to suggest that you always do a dry fitting of whatever you're fitting to make sure, in this case, the skylight fits on top here before I Rustoleum and before obviously I start placing butyl tape and sealing, etc. So I'm just going to go down and get the skylight. So here goes. Just need the top part. We'll see. Fits in the hole. It does. Oh my god. That to lift up. I have to move that bar forward, but at the moment this fits in the hole and that's all that we need to know. And now I'm Rustoleuming the raw edges. There we have the hole, and all the edges have been sealed from rust. Okay, so for this second part of the project I need to build a frame to mount underneath the van roof. That's what this is about. So I showed you we have pieces of timber there back over there. I also am going to need my template again. So here's my template. I need various sizing devices and straight edges. I'm going to need clamps. So I've got a bunch of clamps. This is where I'm going to need the PL Premium, the trusty flathead screwdriver that I've used in every single project. Of course, caulking gun, hand protection for this. Always have a tape measure on hand. And then I have screws. And then I have a pencil, sanding disc, denatured alcohol to clean the surface before I adhere it to it, that to help clean. And of course here I've also now got a chop saw, okay? So I'm going to chop these 4 little pieces and then mount it. I'm just dry fitting the frame to make sure that it fits, of course. Oh, it's freaking perfect. It does. So next I'm just going to clean the area before I adhere anything to it. And that's a wrap. My clamps will stay there in place tonight whilst the Loctite glues the frame to the ceiling. Bye for now. So we are back on top of the roof and you can see the inner frame. The frame there that has been glued, and we are ready to start attaching the roof light, which is exciting. Now I'm just cleaning up the surface before I start attaching any butyl or anything else to it. There we have it for now. That's the underframe in place. I've just got to re-sturdy up this frame for some reason, but otherwise, until I start to put in my ceiling and my insulation, that's all I'm going to be doing for now.